Good looking cross. Who collects. No problem there for the Highlanders goalminder. He throws it to the near side, and I think the ref will stop play for a while to attend to an injured player from Mwos, who is crouching. And with 30 minutes gone, Willie, I think I will be seeing a lot more smiles from these fans here. Some of them that include the likes of
but I can also see that the referee, I think, has also allowed the players to have a water break here because it's a bit hit here in Mondorongezi, and it's time for the players to cool their engine down.
Oh yes, indeed. They've taken advantage of this break to cool down their engines. They're all hydrating, drinking water from the bottles supplied. And it's an occasion for Kelvin Kayindu to be reinforcing his instructions. He's doing so through his assistant.
There's Agent Sau.
Agent Sau was a typical goal-getter. 32 minutes played. And this is what we've been seeing during the match as Andrew Mbeva is blocking that effort. But Mwos, I must say, have impressed and surprised many, including Highlanders themselves. Throw in. Highlanders are losing possession. Ball played through. Here they come once again with Mshorek playing it backwards. Ndlovu picks up possession. Prince gets past his marker, but not quite. But he regains possession and pushes the ball out of play. Throw in, quickly taken. And this one is a misguided effort. Ball allowed to roll out of play for a throw in once again to Highlanders. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper. Took time to control, but finally blasts the ball away to the wrong man. Picked up by Martina. This is the dangerous player they mustn't allow to have possession. Now again it comes into the box, and the Highlanders player fell awkwardly. And again we pray that it's nothing serious to have him substituted. I know that Kelvin Kayindu and Lloyd Mtasa would both want to make tactical substitutions instead of injury-inspired ones. As we take a look at the incident once again, I think he slipped and ended up on the deck. That is, of course, Mvelo Koza. Highlanders playing with quite a number of youngsters from their junior ranks. Oh yes, you'll be popular tonight. You're on telly, enjoying your favorite game and supporting your favorite team. It's Iboso. It's unmistakable if you're wearing the black and white zebra jersey. Here they come once again, good control. Oh, it's played a bit behind the intended target. Dube plays it through. And Katande Valentine is the first to arrive and clears the danger. Throw in will come from the far side in a goalless situation. Tatan Dube takes it through. This one picked up once again. They come through a Salif chair. And again offside. Yes, we continue to take you through the VIP stands. Seeing some excited fans enjoying themselves here at the Baobab Stadium. Long one inside the area. Zambezi clears. Martina jumps up for it, but doesn't get it. Onto the far side, Highlanders quickly pick it up now. Melkai Ngube. Played to the near side here. Mshore. Guiding it backwards. This is Ngube. The cross comes in. Danger here and a chance, but again Cleared away by Tafazgo and Nyabunde. That's Martina. He believes in the long ball, but this pass not accurate enough and is easily taken away by PTC, the goalkeeper. As Highlanders now push forward with Koza, Velo. Dovu chips it through. Zambezi will recollect. Played through once again, tightly monitored as he tries to go forward, and he's brought down. We will be seeing a yellow card from Edgar Rumeki. First one this afternoon, and it looks like it's going to be
Athan Govu.
Yes, Athan Govu, the Highlanders gritty midfielder, decided to take one for the team because Salif Chair was going to rest away with possession, and that could have possibly been a goal. Where players, I know that even in top leagues elsewhere, they do take one for the team, just like what the young man has done there. Atha Ndlovu. The cross comes in. The chance for a shot there is cleared away. As we inch towards half-time, 10 minutes away. Long ball inside the area. The goalkeeper flips badly. Header by Zambezi, but cleared away again by the young Highlanders defender. Yeah, some of these young players, although playing Premier League for the first time, they are certainly doing a good job for Chilamoya, playing away from home. If they can avoid defeat and continue to play like this, they certainly will make an impression. Zambezi now. Oh, with a long ball. This one is overcooked. It goes behind for a goal kick to be taken by PTC. I expected something much better from the highly experienced Innocent Zambezi. They curled that one way beyond everyone else. I think he should have done a better job there. We know he can do it, really.
Exactly, Innocent Zambezi, a very good player on his day, but today is not showing his Premier League experience to some of the guys who are playing Premier League for the first time from both sides. We have youngsters from Highlanders, we have youngsters from Mwos, and him being, having seen it all in the Premier League, we expected to give him better as Highlanders break away.
Here's a chance now as they come through. This is Makinon Mshore, the elder of the two Mshores. Martina guiding it back to Valentine Katsande, who clips it long towards the halfway line. Headed away by Andrew Mbeba. Good control there coming from the young Highlanders player. Now they come forward. Danger here with Mskambizi. Plays it through, gets the return pass, but gives it away easily. And chipped through by Ngube. He's trying to find support. Will he get it from Brighton? Dube. And this one rolls into touch. Referee says that will be free kick, was it?
No, he's calling a free kick to Mwos for an infringement. Even the linesman's flag was up immediately when that collision happened there. There it is. There's a bit of a high boot onto the thigh of that should be Matthew Morambikwa.
And we hope that both players are not seriously injured so that they will be able to get up and get on with it. And I think for the Highlanders young man, it must be an awkward landing. You can see where the treatment is being concentrated. They're giving him this cold spray. Yes. Some more fans enjoying themselves. Enjoying this game here between Highlanders and Mwos. Martin Mapisa has got a word or two for the ref, but it's in a friendly manner. Those are the Highlanders contingent. And you see in the center, the former ZTV television director. The one drinking is Lawrence Maposa. He's an avid Highlander supporter, an avid supporter of the game. And if you want information on Highlanders and the Warriors, that is the source of information. These are some of the fans who will tell you a lot more about the teams in Zimbabwe. Here comes the kick, is taken short to the goalkeeper. Nyabunde will collect. Here he comes now with a short one. Martin Rambiwa and Nyabunde, the two centre backs, enjoying themselves here as we go through to Marvin Mudzuka. It's easily taken away. Katsande had a touch, but he claims that Highlanders had also a touch. Now they get the ball backwards. Some lovely skills being shown by Martina. And the ball is out of play with 41 minutes played. Only 4 minutes to half time. Long throw into enemy zone. A good collect by Katsande. Another reclaim from the impressive Valentine. Not because he's my namesake, Willie. I think the young man on the right-hand side of defense for Mwos is doing a fantastic job.
I agree with you, Stanley, because if you can see that more threats are coming from that right channel, and another chance there for Mwos, but cleared away emphatically by the captain, that is Andrew Mbeva.
Yes, Mbeva doing a fantastic job for Highlanders at the back as well. And Zambezi being asked to go back a few meters to collect possession. 0-0 the scoreline here at the Baobab Stadium. Nyabunde collects. Finds support on the right-hand side. It's Valentine Katsande. Good control in the middle of the park, trying to shoot from that sort of distance. A clash of legs, bringing down the Highlanders midfielder Melkana Ngube. It's a free kick that's been awarded. I'm not sure if this fan loves what she's seeing, unless if we find out whether she's a Mwos or Highlander supporter.
Looks like a Highlander supporter by the colors she's sporting.
Oh yes, especially the guy next to her. So yes, Highlanders with more and more support here at the Baobab Stadium as we approach half-time. And the referee, Edgar Umeki, is calling for that free kick to be taken. PTC stands on it as he waits for more instructions to start play. And, out of the picture, the two match officials just agreeing on the time. We'll make out who it is, and I hear from the capital at Rufaro Stadium still 0-0 as the ZPC Kariba 0, Dynamos 0 at Rufaro Stadium. Here it's also 0-0. Mwos and Highlanders. Mwos being the home team as Katsande takes it through. Good header towards Mkambizi, but it's collected well by Highlanders. Brighton Dube finds support on the far side. Melkana Ngube. Good long cross comes in. And Nyabunde will clear the danger as the ball is played to the far side once more. Can they get something out of this one? But Mapisa says no. He takes it away and prepares to dispatch the long ball. We'll be seeing the added on time to be played very soon as the ball is being knocked around by Highlanders. This is Martina, a very impressive youngster who loves the long ball. The cross will come, and this one goes out of play. Throw in, it's a goal kick rather to Highlanders. These fans beginning to wear long faces. A clear sign that they're not getting what they expected to. Prince Lovu loses possession. It's taken away by Martina. Finds support now to Mkambizi. laying it square, and the referee comes in the way, and that will be a free kick. 2 minutes of stoppage time here at the Baobab Stadium. Nyabunde looking for Zambezi, Innocent, formerly of Makepekepe. As the ball is played through and it comes out of play from Chinotenda Mshambizi, quickly taken. Mwos enjoying the long end of the stick here. We didn't expect that as Martina waits for that ball. Danger here for Highlanders. A shot blocked inside the area. That I can tell you, I've been very impressed by young Martina. He can use both feet. What can he do in the next 2 minutes? We've been given 2 minutes of stoppage time. Martina comes around with it. This one into the center. They guide it backwards. Nyabunde is the first to arrive. Finds his goalkeeper with Brighton Dube chasing, forcing them to play the ball from afar. And it's taken away once again by Martin Mrambiwa, who plays it forward. Mwos collect possession. Now comes Martina. The sliding tackle is good by Talent Dube of Highlanders. Picked up in the middle of the park as both teams now are sensing danger and injecting some agency into their game. In the end, Zambezi is penalized. It will be a free kick to Highlanders, and this could possibly be the last piece of action in the first 45 minutes. Let's see how they will take this one, Willie. Free kick to come now, but Mbewa doesn't have the time to do so because the ref has blown to end the match here as we see Dad and his daughter enjoying themselves here. It's good to see that, football in the country can be a family affair.
Exactly, Stanley, which is very, very good. If you have a family coming to watch football together, it's one of the entertaining things we have here in Zimbabwe. And this season promises to be fire. As you can see, the most fans there enjoying themselves after enjoying that short trip from Norton. And yet, after the scoreboard is still reading, Mwos new, Highlanders new, as we are preparing to head back to Valentine Mabugu. Stanley, can you take us through before we cross over to the pitch side?
Yes, both teams now going into a huddle just to reinforce team spirit. And very soon we will of course be going across to hear from our analysts. That's Jemba and Pekimpilo Nyoni. Yes, as we go through the fans here who are enjoying themselves, they're expecting something much better. They've got a very good reason to believe, simply because Mwos have displayed some very good football indeed. And as we now prepare, let's see if we can cross over to Valentine Mabugu for halftime analysis.
It's our first half as Mwos host Highlanders right here at the Baobab Stadium, and of course there's two sides are trying to trade and exchange passes, and of course they're trying to test each other as the first game of the season has gotten under. I still have that is Tinashe Terence Malunga. It's the first half that I must say that both sides did try to trade, but not much of goal-mouth action for the keepers to make saves.
For sure, and I think one thing that has been kind of the downfall for both teams is the pitch. I'm actually not happy with the flow of the match. You would see that the players are trying to pass the ball, but the pitch himself, it's actually more offensive to both teams. So I'm thinking the first half was pretty much okay for both teams, but I felt Mwos really had the domination, especially in the middle of the park. I've seen Murambiwa is in there and Mchambizi. They've been really dominating the middle of the park, which I think has given them an edge. Even going forward, you have seen they've had a little bit of go-mouth, which actually they need to be clinical, especially when it comes to Verem with his height. He actually had to note there was one that he was supposed to have noted it on target.
Peggy, your assessment, the first half gone, the two sides. Yesterday, you lament something that we did touch on, looking at the paper, a bit bumpy and a bit too heavy and high. I'm sure it needs a bit of cutting, but your assessment of the first half from your point of view.
First half, I think for Highlanders. This is, to me, it has gone really well, maybe according to their plan, because on the middle, I think Mwos have been dominating, and as a result, they had more offensive opportunities than Highlanders. Although Highlanders they had one or two chances, which I felt if they had some clinical finishers, I think they could have got at least one or two, or the goalkeeper having to be saving. But so far, I think for Highlanders, it's a bit disappointing. I'm sure the technical team will try to be pushing them as much as they can, because I think Mwos ended up dominating. But I think at times when you dominate, especially when you get to the third half, you should know what exactly to do. Like in the third half for Highlanders, they tend to be trying to be having many chances, many passes to try to get clear chances to be shooting. At times, these are very difficult to come by. So those half chances should be utilized.
Now let's talk about, there's something that we were talking about in the stands, where we're looking at the size of the players as well. Some say maybe too small, and maybe lack of physicality into the game as well. And looking at how the sizes of Scotland, Zimbabwe, and teams that we've managed to watch from the first few games we've watched, some of the players are quite big. Will this present a challenge to these two sides?
Definitely, it's going to present a challenge. But when you have got a weakness, as a coach, you need to have to say, how best can I penetrate? How best can I overcome my weakness so that it becomes my strength? So from this point of view, what is just needed is to have your players try to be moving as fast as they can. The moment they increase their pace, you find even those short players whom we have, they will cause a lot of problems for the tall and the strong guys.
Chima, let's look at what the second half. It usually belongs to the coaches as well, because that's how they will win a game or lose it nonetheless. But looking at Mwos, they've got a top goal scorer for Northern Region Division 1 from last season, that is Everson Feremba on the bench. Do you think this is where maybe Samtasa will be looking at this to bring in somebody potent up front, begging to lament the fact that there were chances that could have been buried in the first half?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have seen Ferema, especially last season, a top goal scorer for the Northern Region, and he had been quite clinical. And talking about physicality, he's quite physically present. He's a bit tall. I'm pretty sure him partnering with Verem in the second half and taking out Salif might also present a little bit of chances or a little bit of threat going forward, especially looking at how well. For me, Highlanders haven't been really set up in the back. You'd see them losing unnecessarily in the back and not being very, very clean in taking and putting and actually starting the ball, which has actually given Mwos a little bit of an upper hand, especially in the middle third and the attacking third, which is the defensive third for Highlanders. And I think I would concur with Becky. Both teams haven't been very clinical going forward. You would obviously one very important striker that is able to put the ball in the back of the net. But as it stands now, we haven't really seen that threat from both teams.
Becky, let's talk about what Kevin Kainde can do. We know what at Mwos here. Mwos, you've got Everson Ferema on the bench. For Highlanders, how do you see them in this one, and what changes can Kevin Kainde bring to try and get the 3 points here from on the road rather for them?
Yes, for Kevin Kainde, definitely what he has to do is maybe to look on his bench and try to see if Rizin Swanda can go in, or Nobile can go in and add some bit of punch going up front, because definitely on going up front on the third half they seem to be really struggling on that end as well. So he needs to make sure that solved. And also on his Marvin Swanda, who's playing on the left leg, he has to be trying to help Talent as much as he can. He needs to be as close as he can to him, rather than trying to have a bigger gap, which creates a lot of problems for Talent from the Highlanders left side. So that has to be closed as early as possible, because most of the attacks which have been coming from Mwos have been coming from the right side. So he needs to make sure that avenue has been closed. But so far, I think when he looks at the centre backs, where he has put Arthur and Rumeva, to me they've done very well, taking into account this is more like their first time playing together, and that centre back has really done well. And I think they've been going to the right positions every time whenever crosses come from the right.
Terence, let's look at Andrew Mbeba and zoom into him. He's wearing the captain's armband, how he has exerted and tried to arrange that defense as well, because they're building from the back as well, and it starts with that defensive side.
Well, for me, I think the transition is especially building from the back for Highlanders hasn't been flawless. It hasn't been as quick as it ought to be, which also speaks to the intensity when it comes when you're building. But talking about Mbemba, for me, he has been very solid. He has been the centerpiece who has managed to keep Mwos at bay. So I tend to concur as well with Arthur is there, and probably the play is starting to pay off. But I've seen a little bit of shaky from Arthur, which I think Mbemba has always managed to actually make sure that he covers the pass. And if you look at it, most cases he has been working and building up as most cases as a super coming in to actually shape all the loose balls. But in terms of the transition and building, we haven't seen much from Highlanders really, especially when they have been trying to start the ball. That's why you see we haven't seen McKinnon and the brother Mshori. They haven't been in the game. They have been trying to fight the ball. In the air, which has been very, very difficult considering the physicality and how tall the defenders. If you look at Mlambiwa and the two centre backs, they've been really, really winning all the balls because all the balls have been coming high. They actually need them to work it to their advantage, which we have seen in the previous season, that is playing the ball from the back going forward.
Let's talk about Martin Mapisa. We have seen how jittery he has been at some point and stage that he almost, got to concede one. Unfortunately, it was not the sharpness of Maninja to have maybe clipped that ball. If he was technically good, he could have easily scored that one in an empty net after he had beaten Mapisa.
Unfortunately for Maninja, for any other player, for me, I'll point you one player who would have been able to execute it the manner that you have said it, that power blow would have become a bullet. That's the only player for me who have been technically sound to actually have hooked it right straight in the goal. But for him, I think there wasn't any support for Maninja, and I had the crowd clamoring that Maninja would have done better. But for me, Maninja did what any ordinary player would have been doing, to look for the support. But for Mapisa, I thought he was too overconfident. For me, even if you see him, how he's been trying to execute himself, he's somebody who is oozing with all the confidence that any player would have. And you in most cases, you have to make sure that you balance the overconfidence and obviously the need to ensure that you don't get any foot wrong.
And of course, Peggy, you still maintain as we go for the second half. Right now, the teams are walking in for the second half. Your prediction and your expectation in terms of the execution. We always say it belongs to the coaches.
Yeah, second half belongs to the coaches, and I'm sure we are going to be seeing more of a much changed Highlanders in the approach they are going to be attacking, especially their midfield in transition to go forward. Definitely, there's going to be there need to be an improvement, and we're expecting to see something far much better from what we saw in the first half.
So there you have it. We're almost ready for the second half of this encounter. Match day one of the Castle Premier Soccer League, live from the Pop-Up Stadium, as of course Mwos at their rented home right here at the Pop-Up as they host the Highlanders as Mnyama Ngenkani. How will it pan out? Keep watching ZBC TV as we bring you this live match. Now let's cross over to our commentators. That is Stanley Katsande and Willie Mtingwa.
Thank you, Valentine, and welcome back to the second half here at the Baobab Stadium. And the fans are still in good spirits here, despite it being a goalless draw. Mwos have got a good reason to believe, because being the team that's only coming into the Premier League, they were expected to be clobbered by Highlanders, but they have stood their ground and even showed one or two things to the more illustrious opponents, that they can do it. The likes of Martina, he was very impressive. Salif Chea and Marvin Mudzukwa, Tinotenda Mkambizi were some of the players that really showed us that they can do it. And I mustn't forget my namesake there, Katsande Valentine. He did very well on the right-hand side of defense for Mwos. And Highlanders themselves, of course, being coached by Kelvin Kaindo, assisted by former Zimbabwe international I think one of the best strikers that we've had in the country. There in the picture, Agent Sau. He was a deadly marksman. One of very few players to have scored against the Egyptians. And I remember on the day when we beat Egypt at Rufaro Stadium, Peter Ndlovu and Agent Sau were the goal scorers. He also scored in a very difficult match at the same stadium, the National Stadium rather, where we hosted the Guinea. They were a very difficult proponent there with Titi Kamara in charge, but he managed to blast in a thunderous grounder that got us a victory, a 1-0 victory. And I know that many people they'll be saying, look, the team you always praise didn't win anything. There is the man that I'm talking about, Agent Sau.
Remember against Guinea, it was in the 3rd minute, that standard strike at the Heroes Ega end. And he also scored against Cameroon in the last 5 minutes. The Cameroon were born after a spirited performance at the 1990 World Cup.
Yes, we had a close-up picture of the two men. The man I was talking about is the one bald-headed. That's Agent Sau as the whistle goes to start the second half. Valentine Katsande playing another long searching ball forward. Good chest down, picked up on the near side, and a dangerous play according to the match official there. Edgar Rumeki, who I must say came out with flying colors in the first 45 minutes. And we possibly didn't. There's another chance to have a look at the incident. I was about to talk about Grace Gimbo, the 4th match official, striking some gender balance in today's officiating team, and Chikambisi plays the ball, and in the end the Highlanders player is lying injured. That is the lady Grace Gimbo I was talking about, and at the same time would like to apologize for our graphics in the first 45 minutes. We were having some technical problems, but I'm glad to say we are now back. As you can see, even the scoreline on the left side of your screen. Mwos 0, Highlanders 0, 46 minutes played. I know you will accept our apologies. Here comes a chance for a change out of your picture. Highlanders warming up their players, and I think it's in response to the injured player and who is writhing in agony. I just hope that it's nothing serious. Kelvin Kaindu.
Velo Koza. Kelvin Kaindu there. Telling some few instructions.
Yes, Kelvin Kaindu just sending some more instructions. And the captain communicating with the bench and telling them that it's okay, which is good to see, because he even raises his hands up to say that look, he is up and about, and I'm sure he's going to recover off the field of play.
That's leadership from Andrew Mbemba. He was there to witness that he's the leader on the pitch. So I just want to make sure that his right back is okay and is communicating with the technical bench.
Yes, Mvelo Koza is a youngster born in 2005. And, to be playing top-class football is quite an achievement, as the ball is played backwards.
Only 20 years of age.
Yes, just 20 years of age, and he certainly looks his age as well. Here they come again, Mwos. Some good running. Checked in field. Good control. Here they come. Can they get the cross in? There's chance for a shot. No, this one miscued completely. But look at the hard running coming in from Billy Veremu. He was on the near side a few seconds ago. The kick was taken wide. He took the kick wide. He followed it up to make a challenge. That was the kick. And out of the picture, he was chasing to try and win that ball, but Mason Shore was the first to arrive. Clearance by Martina. This one out of play. Throw in. Long throw onto the ground. There it is once again. Beba picks it up. And Marvin Sibanda, for some reason, Didn't want to stop it. But the referee once again giving Malvin Mutsika the benefit of doubt. Nyabunde picks up the ball, turns one way. Almost tripping himself, but in the end he plays it wide to the far side. That was Zambezi. Nyabunde once again posting it long. Martina, a good header. Another good looking header cross, but this one, oh, it goes away. And stopped by Mvelo Koza, who allows the ball out of play to take a throw in. Give these Highlanders youngsters a year or two. Definitely it will be a different story. They are showing bravery of the highest order. This one touched into play. This one out of play. Throw in. Headed away. It's out of play for a throw in once again. Mwos standing firm and Highlanders trying to break the deadlock as we give you all the minister is actually in support of Mwos. It's understandable. It's coming from her province.
Exactly. He's supporting a team from a province. It's not a crime, certainly, because it doesn't mean that if you're a top official, you don't need to show any allegiance to a team that is from your own province.
What I appreciated most is the fact that she enjoys sport. And when top officials enjoy sport, there is a chance that whenever this is being discussed in cabinet, then we will have a voice as the ball is played through into the area. Danger here now for Highlanders. Mbeba once again to clear the danger. It goes out of play for a corner kick. Mwos are threatening and threatening. It's a pity that the youngsters are not shooting straight. This was a good looking cross. Nobody was home other than Mbeba, who cleared the danger for Chilamoe. Still goalless, as the corner will be taken this time by Martina. Nigel Martina is on the far side. Damned once, but finally comes in with a long searching ball. The header, and this one is taken away. But who else? Andrew Mbeba is the man who is stopping. Murambiwa is down. The referee will come across to just finalize his adjudication. Edgar Rumeki has done a good job so far as we take a look at the cross once again. Mbeba was on guard to defend for Highlanders. He has been stopping so many crosses inside the box. And you just wonder, what will Highlanders do without him? Here's Nigel Martina. Ready to dispatch a good-looking cross. He always does that. This is lovely inside the area, but the header not so good. And it goes out of play for a goal kick, which will be taken by Rumeki. Rumeki preparing to dispatch the clearance. Rumeki blazes it forward. Murambiwa picks it up, plays it quickly on the far side. A lovely cross in the area. Good defensive work from Highlanders. Sbanda takes it away, and a late tackle brings down a Highlanders player, McKinnon Mshore, and I think it's a yellow card. And,
what should be Murambiwa was been booked there for bringing down McKinnon Mshore.
Murambiwa being taken into the referee's book for bringing down McKinnon Mshore. There is the man. He's operating in the middle of the park. That's Mrabiwa's Highlanders will pick up possession. Arthur Ndlovu goes back to Ndlovu, clipping it forward into enemy zone. Another header comes down, and this will be chance once again for Chilamoya to break loose on the far side. It's Ndlovu skipping a challenge. This one played wide to the far side. Dube plays it forward. Another shot comes in, and this one goes wide. That was a good-looking shot at goal, and Mapisa is understandably worried because if the Highlanders player had directed this one on target, it would have been a problem situation for the Zimbabwe international goalkeeper, Willie.
Exactly, and that was Menekaya Ngube with that effort from a bit wide. There it is, well taken, out-footer, but missed the left upright post of Martin Mapisa there. And like you're saying, that the reason why he was furious there, Martin Mapisa, it's him who's going to be exposed if that ball hits the back of the net.
Yes, indeed. As we wait for the free kick to come, Highlanders taking the set piece. The Highlanders in the background, out of your picture. They are bringing in Reason Swanda. They will be taking out Marvin Spanda. There is the man to come in, Reason Spanda. As Highlanders prepare to take the set piece. Can they make something out of this one? Here comes the cross. It looks good, but had it away there. Finally, Mwos taken possession, but again a foul on the striker Salif Chair, who has been a source of constant discomfort for Highlanders. This time they've been asked to
Marvin Spanda has been withdrawn.
And there is the player coming on.
Reason Spanda.
Reason Spanda replacing another Spanda for Highlanders Chilamoya. Marvin Spanda, a midfielder, replaced by Reason Spanda, a striker. A clear sign that Kelvin Kayindu is now looking for goals in the second half.
Exactly, Stanley. He now needs goals because Highlanders has been the team on paper tipped to win this match. I'm sure he's now under pressure. Yes, they are rebuilding, but them being a big name, these are the kind of matches where they should collect points before they face the big boys and those teams promising to do well in the Premiership.
Highlanders being put under pressure there. Martina, this one goes out of play. Well, we need to respond to your argument. I know Highlanders may be building, but a large chunk of these players were there last season. And the other thing is, if you are a youngster who should qualify to play for Highlanders, you must be above average. Just like Peter Ndlovu at 16, he was already hit in the Premier League. Well, that's confirmation of the substitution. As I was about to talk about the Ndlovu brothers, the late Adam Madinda, they all joined as youngsters. The same thing with the likes of Netai and Namo Shambira and so forth. As Highlanders defend once again, and Dube goes down. It's Mvelo Koza rather, who goes down as these fans are sensing blood. The Chilamoya fans are singing in the stands adjacent to the Mwos supporters. Yes, Highlanders always create a carnival atmosphere. These are the lucky ones in the VIP stands. The Chilamoya sign being displayed, and they are catching them young as well. Some young fans in the stands as ball is taken away by Mwos. Another ball forward, but it drops once and taken away. Highlanders guiding it backwards all the way to their captain. who clears the danger. Nyabunde makes sure it's safe. Martina plays it forward. It's picked up now by Mwos, but only momentarily. As the ball is picked up on the near side, McKinnon Mshore finding Brighton Dube, nearly tripping on the ball, guides it backwards. Dube, talent, wide to the far side. Mvelo Koza playing a long ball inside the area, nobody home. Martin Mapisa can do some catching practice, even one or two juggles before picking up the ball and plays it down. Not a very good clearance, but helped out by his own player. The referee has no option but to blow again for that crude tackle on the Highlanders defender. This will be Mbeba to take it. 0-0 the scoreline. If you're joining us for the first time, we have played an hour of this encounter here at Baobab Stadium in Mondorongezi. Part of the Mwos crowd and the Highlanders crowd enjoying themselves in the stands as the ball is played through. Good sliding tackle wins the ball. Mbeba once again in the way. Tussle for possession in the middle of the park is intense. The ball played through. The goalkeeper off his line and is taken away. It is there. Salif Chair has finally taken advantage to make it Mwos World of Sport 1, Highlanders 0. That's a terrible blow for young Rachel Pitisi.
Yes, that was a defensive blunder by the goalkeeper, Rafael Pitisi. Remember, at Kosafa last year, he was the first choice goalkeeper, and I could see an iconic celebration that was done by Ronald Fubita in the Democratic Republic of Congo, being done by Salif Chair here, and the Mwos fans jubilation there, very happy. They are celebrating their first ever goal in the Premier League, and the Pitisi should wish if the ground can open up and said that it could actually cover him because of that blunder. It seems like he had done well, but he hesitated to clear the ball away, and he was duly punished for that.
Yes, indeed, Chair realized this is what Brighton Dube should have done in the first 45 minutes. This is how it came. He hesitated, and Chair had one thing in his mind: roll the ball into the empty net. The Highlanders are behind, and come to think of it, the defensive work that was put up by Mbeba, that was a painful goal. As it rolled into an empty net, the Highlanders fans and players watched it agonizingly as it went through. Well, it looks like a Mwos player has been given a yellow card before he had even started. That's for resting on the field of play.
Yeah, over-celebrating as well, crossing into the field of play and delaying the restart of the match. He was punished well.
Defiant Highlander supporters bursting into song despite the fact that their team is behind. A clear indication to tell the players to shift a few more gears to see if they can get an equalizer. A chance here! Good catch by Mapisa. There they are, singing in the stands, creating a carnival atmosphere. 1-0, Mwos in the lead. Mbeba misses this one, and is guided back to the goalkeeper. Here is Dube. Displayed through from Mushore. McKinnon. Kick once again to be taken. The Highlanders restart the formula. Here they come with the captain, Andrew Mbeba. Flicked on to the far side. Zovi's chasing, but this one is shepherded over the line as Kelvin Kaindu looks on. Well, there's still time, no need to despair. But of course, in football, you make use of the opportunities that you get. Everson Feremba, confirmation of his yellow card for racing on the field of play and delaying the restart of the match after the goal. And referee Edgar Umeki had no choice but to flash the yellow card. Here's another free kick for Mwos, who are now trying to wind down the clock. With 64.5 minutes played, still early to indulge in any delaying tactics. Here they come now. Zambezi back to Nyabunde, who clips it upfield, long searching ball forward. Mbeva heads it away. Lovely skills being displayed here by Mwos. They take a crack at goal. Oh, that was a good effort. And the fans were up on their feet rather. They thought that it had gone in. But this is the shot. Full-blooded effort, forcing the goalkeeper to dive. But it wasn't to be. And in the end again, George is hacked down to Fazga George. The Highlanders come away with it. Good skills by Dube. Chested down, but again he was pushed to the ground. Referee blows quite correctly. This will be a free kick, which Highlanders will take as we confirm the scoreline. 1-0. Salif Chair in the 60th minute. Here's Martina. Good sliding tackle. Playing that ball into touch. Come from Ngube. The kick, the throw-in will be taken by Valentine Katsande. Ball headed into the center, and ref says play on. I think he says that the trip was not intentional. Zambezi fights for the ball. Innocent Zambezi. And George clears a long ball forward. Picked up again by Highlanders. This is Talent Dube. Along the ground. Mchkambizi into the middle of the park as they try to go forward. Can they do something special? Martina looks one way, then the other. Dummies for a shot, turns away from his marker. Good looking cross comes in. The goalkeeper, after a bounce, will pick it up. He quickly plays it forward. Danger for Highlanders here. And the Highlanders cannot get past Innocent. Innocent allows that one out of play, but I think he picked up an injury, which we hope is nothing serious, because he certainly is a very crucial player, and these fans know it. They continue to sing. They've got a good reason to do so, as their side leads by 1-0. A goal that was scored in bizarre circumstances, a mix-up. When the goalkeeper came off his line trying to clear, failed. And it was easily taken advantage of by Chair. Salif Chair rather, who rolled the ball into an empty net. Rafael Pitisi, I know that he feels the turf had opened up and just swallowed him. Highlanders with Dube. Here they come once again, ball played through. Highlanders losing out. And finally, it's a free kick. The kick is taken. Velo guiding it backwards. The intention was good, but Innocent Zambezi was the first to arrive. Here comes once again the substitute, Reason Sibanda. Then picked up by Molkana Ngube. The shot comes in, and this one goes out of play. It goes out for a goal kick. Samaitam Tasa just reinforcing his instructions on Makangira. Jeremiah Makangira is set to come on. That's jersey number 11, and the other one is jersey number 12. Arthur Banda. He'll be the next one to come on. I'm sure that looks like George will be leaving the field of play. Some lovely skills from these youngsters. So confident on the ball. Here's Katsande. Finally taken away by Reason Sibanda, who persisted. And Martin Bapisa in the background there, just showing his displeasure at what was happening. And I thought for a moment Martina had kept the ball in play, but no, it's out for a throw-in, which Highlanders will take. Now they would like to make sure the substitution is taken. Billy Veremu will call it a day, as well as Tafazwa George. Let's see. Yes, that's the substitution. Atabanda in for Jeremiah. Well, out for Jeremiah Makangira. Atabanda and Jeremiah Makangira in. Tafazwa George and Billy Veremu go out. And of course, then there is a change for Highlanders. They would like to replace Talent Dube, possibly with a striker, because they need the goals here. Long ball forward, picked up by Mbeba. And this one out of play. Throw into Mwos, World of Sport. Quickly taken. There he goes once again, Makangira, and in the end it's out of play for a foul on Mbeba, who's certainly been the main barrier in the Highlanders defense, and these fans will possibly agree with me if only they could hear what I'm saying. Yes, PTC with the clearance. Flicked on. Nyabunde. Highlanders picking up possession. But Mwos is fighting and fighting. Picked up by Melkana Ngube. Koza. Getting round his marker. But the move was well read. Here they come once again, a chance here. Atabanda turning one way, then the other. Queuing up a shot, finds in support. The bounce is awkward, and somehow he brings in a good looking cross, and this one, the referee, the assistant referee, judging that the ball had gone out of play, so it's going to be a goal kick. This is how it all happened. It was an unkind bounce. There's nothing the young man could have done, really.
Yeah, Salif's chair there is very short, and you could see that awkward bounce there. It took him off. He had eyes on the ball. I can't blame him. But watching from the crowd watching from the stands there, they thought maybe he failed to control the ball, but it was entirely not his fault.
Definitely a very unkind bounce. Lady Luck smiling on Highlanders on that occasion. It could have been 2-0. Here's a long clearance coming from Katande, and again offside. Decision quickly made. Merkanam Shore guiding it back to Mbeva. Ball played near side. Martina has run himself into the ground here on the right hand side for Mwos. As Highlanders continue to push. The cross made by Mshambi is a lovely work. Lovely control. As Mwos continue to torment Highlanders inside the box, and as you can see, the bench, the Highlanders bench, and former captain and senior goalkeeper Arios Banda in red sits on the bench. Beba has been a lone pillar of strength at the back for Highlanders. Here is Banda trying to get around. Martina joins the action. Martina has got some lovely skills. The ball comes kindly once again to Jeremiah. Here he comes up with a shot. The straight to the goalkeeper, Rafael PTC, who clears the danger. This is the throw. This is the shot. Coming straight to the goalkeeper, who has to make a routine save. Jeremiah Makangira, the man who did that a few minutes ago. And we see there some of the youngsters now suffering from cramp. These are kids, eh?
Exactly. And
Suddenly they that looks like Velo Koza. He's quite a baby, just 20 years old. And these fans seem to be enjoying whatever is happening here. Why not? Their team is in the lead. And here is Siniam Shore holding on to the ball here, waiting for treatment on Velo Koza, who we hope will be able to continue with this game here. He has put up a very good show all afternoon alongside his number 3 counterpart, Talent Dube. And finally, out of your picture, I can see the stretcher is on, as all hands are now on the young man. This looks like cramp. If so, it's not serious. He will be able to play in the next game here. But this is the last shot by Mwos, who are still looking for more goals despite the fact that they are leading by 1-0.
1 goal lead Stanley is never a safe score line. You need to find another one. There's about 13 minutes to go, 12 minutes to go to be exact. Leading by 1 goal, playing a team like Highlanders, who are also desperate for an equalizer. You could see that they are now trying to attack more and more than they were doing the first half, even being a bit more accurate. And Marvin Mapisa has been the reason why he's still 1-0, because it came up with some brilliant saves, 2 or so.
Yes, indeed, and the Mwos youngsters are certainly displaying some lovely pieces of football. This one goes through once again. Banda turns one way, then the other, still looking for space. The cross comes in on the far side, and oh my goodness me, Makangira caught on the wrong end, makes a sharp turn, brings in a cross, and Highlanders clear, but it's picked up once again, and what a shot, hitting the crossbar with the goalkeeper beaten. Oh, Mwos are in the mood, and even the minister is so jubilant here. They rattled the crossbar. Many would have thought that when leading by 1-0, and I think there's a change there, which will be confirmed. Number 11 Highlanders, Nigel Banda comes on, and of course replacing Velo Koza through injury. Kelvin Kaindu surely would have wanted to make a tactical change, but here comes now Mwos, overcooked. This one goes out of play for a goal kick. Changes by Highlanders, injury inspired. How will that help Kelvin Kaindu?
But you could see that despite pulling off a defender through injury, has introduced a striker, which is a clear sign that he is looking for an equalizer.
Yes, certainly looking for an equalizer, as the kick is taken quickly. Played wide by Nyabunde to find Innocent Zambezi. This is the shot that crashed off the crossbar. The throw in from the far side. The Highlanders preparing to take the throw. The referee stops play. There is Feremba. Jersey number 9 for Mwos. Everson Feremba is a veteran of the game here. He's replacing Salif Chea, scorer of the only goal of the afternoon. What a player this young man is. Chea goes out on the far side, and I hope he's not blunting his attack. Godfrey Mwos is set to come on for the impressive Martina. And the fans are applauding his actions. Of course, Tinashe will be playing in defense. Martina was attacking. Now, Lloyd Mtasa must have taken a long look at the clock and has decided to slam the door shut and throw away the key, Willie.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that substitute is not going to hound him or maybe it's going to backfire. Because Martina was giving that attack on the right-hand channel here. Maybe the one he was introduced may steady the ship at the back there. But I couldn't believe, even you could see the facial expression of Martina. He was not happy when he was walking down to the touchline.
Well, let's wait and see. Only time will tell whether the substitution was a masterstroke or an error by Lloyd Samaitam Tasa. But now here is Andrew Mbeba, the Highlanders captain, playing a long ball forward, headed away by Nyabunde. Back in there, but a good clearance by Mwos, who are full of running this afternoon, and that they never miss anything. So does Mbeba. They come once again. The substitute plays the ball forward. Good play by Mwos. I mean, they must find a way of getting past Andrew Mbeba. Here is Makangira. Is it Banda? Into the area. They come once again. Mwos with a lovely cross. But again, lacking composure. Oh, skied over the bar by Murambiwa. He had a rush of blood to his head. It was at least easy. Of course, Highlanders with a number of their former stars, the likes of Netsai Moyo, seated on the benches. The Highlanders team manager, oh, what a player he was, playing at left back, Netsai Moyo. They used to call him Super Netsai because of his abilities in the game of football. And I think they'll be finding another super netai because Highlanders have got some very good-looking youngsters. Here they are. Good control, Ndlovu. Guides it to the far side, finding Koza. Yes, lovely turn. Good skills being displayed here. Surely, what I see is that when the Zimbabwe youth national team is assembled, and these youngsters are part of it, especially the under 21, we should tear teams apart in the region and continent, really.
Especially with the likes of Prince over there. He's only 17 Stanley, and that's a clear sign that these are part of it. And a double substitution there. Gillian Nyati preparing to come on for Highlanders, and Brian Molochwa.
Yes, Gillian Nyati wearing just number 25 alongside Brian Molochwa joining the fray as Kelvin Kaindo is throwing in the big hitters, trying to find the much needed goal here. Mlochwa, just number 6 comes on as we drift towards the end. 5 minutes left of play. And indeed, Highlanders will pick this one up, but it goes out of play. Sibanda could not keep the ball in play. That will be a throw into Mwos. Will take a long throw. It's cleared away. And it comes looking for Mskambi, for Mrambiwa. Failed to get it. Got it backwards. Here they come once again. And in the end, Banda could not keep the ball in play. Yeah, the two substitutes brought in by Lloyd Samai Tamtasa are doing their job of stretching the Highlanders' defense. He's made some good changes as Nyabunde heads the ball away. Good tussle by Mwos, playing the ball into space, nobody home. Oh yes, these two ladies are enjoying themselves in the stands. Enjoying a good game of football. 4 minutes plus stoppage time. As T. Manasseh has joined the action for Mwos here. Certainly, there are lots of talented players in these two teams here, and once again we see another couple in the stands enjoying themselves, and no need to guess who that man clad in blue is supporting. It is Mwos World of Sport, leading here by 1-0. It will certainly be a good result that will go down well in Norton, given the fact that Scotland, who are Mwos' bitter rivals, who also won on Friday, beating Triangle by 1-0. The long ball played through. Highlanders are chasing. That one will be kept in play. He's trying to get something out of this one. Koza with a good-looking cross inside the area. The header comes through, but neatly taken. He goes down. Referee says play on. This is Bandarizan. Koza gets the cross inside the area. They picked up once again the shot. And Mapisa showing his true colors. That was a good catch, really.
Another good catch from Martin Mapisa, and a clean one too. And I'm sure Michael Nis will be loving this one. As you can see, the Highlanders faithfuls there in dismay. They can't believe that all their efforts, and there it is again, Stanley.
Oh, that was a wonderful catch. A good strike as well from Highlanders, who are desperately looking for a goal here. And of course I hear that we'll be getting 4 extra minutes of this encounter. Banda had a brief touch and then it's easily taken away. Reasons Banda lays it through. Nyabunda the first to arrive and clears the danger. Highlanders come back once again. Sibanda, Koza, They pick up in the middle of the park as they go forward. Melkana Ngube. Here is Mbeba, the captain. The return pass to the captain, who brings in a good-looking cross. It's taken away by the goalkeeper and catches it. Martin Mapisa stamping his authority. He knew that Highlanders were looking for someone beyond the back post. And here it is. That player was going to meet it, Risen Sibanda. But he picked it up. It looks like Lloyd Mtasa would like to make some more changes. And if you can hear in the background, these are more supporters singing, trying to poke their opponents into retaliatory moves. It's very surprising, really, that I didn't know that teams in Division 1 have got so much support. You saw what Triangle did at Rufaro Stadium, and now Mwos are making a lot of noise despite only arriving in the Premier League this season.
I watched some of the most matches in Division 1 when the stadium was always packed to the rafters, and I'm not surprised that consider the distance between Mwos and Mondoro Ngezi here, they managed to travel to come and witness the first match of their first ever match in the Premier League and playing a giant like Highlanders. And I can tell you that 4 minutes has been added on here.
Yes, 4 minutes added, half a minute played, long ball played through. Good chase coming from Brian Tube, who touches it once and again is cleared away by Nyabunde, who clears the danger. To cheers from the fans here at the Baobab Stadium. Risen Sibanda checks in field. Koza cleared away by Katsande. Sliding tackle comes in, and in the end Mwos are getting a free kick, but one of their players, Tinotenda Mchambizi, is lying flat injured.
Again, he was caught in the first day. If you have a second look there, he's the one who went with the crude tackle, missed the player, but when the Highlanders was avoiding it, you see there, right on the face there, that's dangerous. But I couldn't blame Reason there because he was evading a tackle that was coming from Mchambizi, but Mchambizi was at the receiving end of it. But the referee was quite right to award a free kick to Mwos there, as the Mwos supporters here continue to enjoy with about 2.25 minutes before full time here at Baobab Stadium. Stanley,
I think there will be some more minutes. It won't be exactly 4, given the fact that we now have an injury. The game has been stopped, so you could expect to get another minute. But Andrew Mbeba still calling on his players to stay alert and make sure you're on guard to prevent a second goal being scored against us. It's 1-0 here at Baobab Stadium. Mwos in the lead. Chea Salif, the goal scorer, who has since been substituted. And in came some changes like Banda and Banda and Mangangira. They've since come on as we confirm the substitution. Glais Kwangwari, they're out. Tinotenda Mchambizi. Long ball forward.
And what Kelvin Kaindo has done here, Stanley, is those fans thought maybe it's full time. It's actually a free kick to Highlanders. And Kelvin Kaindo substitutes when he brought in Brandi Molochwa as centre back. He moved Andrew Mbemba to right back position, and that's why you see those crosses now being whipped in. And there he is, Andrew Mbemba.
Andrew Mbemba, outstanding, I think, for both teams. But then, if you're on the losing side, it's always difficult to consider you as man of the match. We'll be looking at this goal scorer as the goalkeeper is once again exposed, but the clearance comes in. Mwos still moving forward. What a miss. Luckily, Mlochwa clears. This one headed backwards. Mlochwa has picked up possession. Danger here! Is it a second goal? No! My goodness me! Oh dear. That was at the banda. And the referee has blown to end the encounter here. It could have been 2-0. But then at the banda, that man in the picture failed to beat the goalkeeper. He took a tame shot. He must have been surprised at the ref freedom to say, how did I get here? And he had no knowledge or he didn't prepare himself for that. And the goalkeeper, well, on that occasion he was happy, but the final result doesn't make him feel happy.
Exactly, that's confirmation full-time score here. Mwos 1, Highlanders 0. Salif Chair, after 60 minutes, that is after an hour, giving Mwos their first ever 3 points in the Premier League. But certainly, looking at that goal, yes, Rafa Pitisi made a mess of it, but the moment he raced out of his goal area, a good defender should have taken his position, and we could see how that ball trickled into the empty net slowly and slowly. It was so painful. He was there covering defender. He could have managed to clean it. And we could see Rafa Pitisi went on to make some crucial saves, especially the one from other banda in the very last minute. The goal scorer, Salif Chea, giving Mwos all 3 points here at Baobab Stadium.
Oh yes, indeed, Mwos surprising all and sundry here at Rufaro Stadium. That's the goal scorer, Salif Chea, placing the ball into the empty net to beat Highlanders Iboso, who I must feel that will feel hard done by Lady Luck. That was a mix-up which created the goal for Mwos here, and they actually took full advantage as the players go across there to meet their fans. They've got a very strong bond between the fans and the players. This is what will make them a very exciting prospect as we see the goal that was scored. Chair didn't try to control it. It was an early shot, and even the captain could not do anything with it.
Exactly, but I liked one thing which I just witnessed here at Baobab Stadium, Stanley. It was out of the viewers' picture, but when the Highlanders Highlanders players went to salute their fans, they all consoled Rafael Pitisi and they psyched them up, encouraged them to go on, that this is only the first match of the season and they are playing from home. More matches are to come.
Definitely more matches to come as we now go to the touchline and find Valentine Mabugu. He has got a guest.
Thank you very much, Stanley. Indeed, it is what we can call a hearty warm welcome to the Premier Soccer League for Mwos. And I've got their coach, Lord Samaita Mtasa. Coach, congratulations. Sweet victory for you. Home, away from home nonetheless, but sweet the victory.
Yeah, it was a sweet victory. I think you could see it was a difficult match, and we managed to capitalize one of the few chances that came our way, and that made the difference. But otherwise, I would say thanks to Highlanders for a good fight, and we thank the Almighty for our first victory.
So focus obviously comes to the next game, and I'm sure the lads will be lifted with this victory.
Yeah, probably I would want to say the boys have to keep their feet on the ground. This is only but a first game, and Bikita is one of those good teams in the league. So we have to work to a standstill as well. We have good preparation ahead of Bikita.
Congratulations once again, and welcome to the Premier Soccer League.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Lloyd Samaita Mtasa, the winning coach, with his remarks for his first victory, with the return in the Premier Soccer League for him, but a first for Mwos. And right now I'm joined by the Highlanders coach, Kevin Kaindu. Tough one to take, particularly with the mistake by the keeper. But I'm sure the lads can lift themselves after this one. Your overall assessment of the game.
Yeah, like I said, I think in my earlier interview, we are trying to use these games to condition ourselves. Our preseason wasn't that good. It was a 50-50 game. It could have gone either way. You get punished if you make a mistake like that. Looking at the game, we didn't play as expected. I think you could see how we struggled even to make those combinations. Our defense was not comfortable to play from the back. we had few chances where we could have scored, but unfortunately we're beat in a hurry. But if you concede a goal the way we conceded, it even becomes very, very difficult.
And of course, it's back to the drawing board for you. I'm sure as you travel back into your home game, I'm sure the fans will be waiting for that one to lift the team.
Yeah, we have to up our game. It's only good that we didn't pick injuries. We played, I think, Brighton Maninja was not even training. We risked also playing him the whole 90 minutes. He's our key player, but also I think you could see how he was struggling in terms of ball management, how he was losing the ball in areas where he's been quite effective. It was a risk on our side. Like I said, it was difficult to come up with the team looking at the injuries and also the inability for us to register the new players that have joined us.
Indeed, and tough luck, coach, but Joseph Jenny-Peko.
Thank you.
All right, that's Kevin Kayundi there with his remarks. Well, I certainly hope you did enjoy this live broadcast from the Papa Stadium. My name is Valentine Mabugu, and on behalf of the crew behind the scenes, it's bye-bye and happy viewing on ZBC TV.